Hi everyone, it's Heather. Welcome back into the Paper Castle. This is my haul for Thursday, May 31st. This is from one of my all-time favorite Rummage sales. Not necessarily now because it's the best one. I mean, back in the day, it was probably the best one. But now that I've found so many, there are a lot that are, bigger and better than this, but I think this is like my sentimental favorite because it was, I think, the very first one that I started going to. Probably about 8 years ago or so. And their prices, they're getting a little pricier, which I'm not crazy about, but I will still always go and support them because they have the nicest volunteers that I've ever seen in my life. This church has the most wonderful people. So I always feel, like I want to go and support them. Between them and the people who work at the Jewish community sale in the fall, I mean, all those people are phenomenal. Not saying that all the other people at the other Rummage sales aren't, but these people always just go above and beyond. So, of course, this one started at 9. It was a crappy, rainy day, which it's been for, I don't know, feels like years now. I think the entire month of May, pretty much, it just seemed like it rained. Which I know a lot of you up and down the East Coast have been going through lately, and it's really frustrating and depressing. But that particular morning, I was laying in bed. I was really comfortable, which is not the norm because ever since, I got old, I can't sleep anymore. I don't sleep well at all. So of course, this particular morning, I'm really comfortable, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this fox just starts screaming outside in the front yard. I'm like, ugh. And this thing would not stop. It just kept going and going and going. So finally, after like 5 or 10 minutes, I said, okay, forget this. I only got 20 minutes now till the alarm goes off. So I got out of bed, went downstairs, turned the porch light on, opened the front door and yelled at it, and I'm like, knock it off! And I didn't hear it again. And then I looked down the side of my house. We have bushes on either side in the front of our house that are pretty big and overgrown because my husband and I don't know anything about landscaping or gardening. We're absolutely horrible. But in between the bushes and the house, there's a area with mulch and stuff, and I look and there's my cat sitting there like completely terrified, just staring at me. I'm like, get in the house before this thing eats you for breakfast. So he came in and I was up. So got ready, went. Thankfully it wasn't raining very much when I got there. It was kind of only drizzling a little bit, so I didn't even need my umbrella. I just had my raincoat on, the hood up, and got in line and realized, like, 2 people in front of me, there she was, nasty Rummage sale lady and her evil mother. However, I do have to say, nasty Rummage sale lady was in a very good mood. She didn't start anything with anybody the whole time. I think maybe she's finally medicated. I don't know. Although her mother was giving me some pretty nasty, death looks while I was standing in line. I don't know why, and I really don't care. I don't know if she's trying to scare people away or what, but it wasn't working. So thankfully the rain stopped because I think I was standing outside for an hour and 20 minutes before it started. So thankfully the rain stopped after maybe the first 20 minutes, and it was just damp and dreary. I'll try and show you the 2 things I bought outside that weren't soaking wet, because unfortunately, even though they had tents up, water was dripping off of them, which was getting on some of the stuff, and so I had to kind of look for dry things that I knew hadn't been damaged. So first thing I got was this curling iron for $2.50. It's a Chi Air flat iron. I said curling iron, flat iron. Paid $2.50. This one only makes about 20 to 25, unfortunately. Not like some of the other Chis that I've bought in the past. But I already have a Chi flat iron in the system, so it's going to be really easy to list, easy to ship, so I'll definitely make a profit on that. And then I went to look in the book section to look for Bibles and stuff like that. I ended up finding this. Sorry guys, rearranging things. Got this game for $1. This is from Game Right. It's called Dragonwood, a game of dice and daring. It is complete. It's got all the cards, the dice. I counted everything. It's all there. Probably 15 to 20 with free shipping on that. And this will fit in a flat rate padded envelope, so that's great. Unlike most games. You know, I hate shipping games when they're really big. It just drives me crazy. I don't buy them at all unless it's really, really worth my while. So then we finally got to go inside, and of course, first place I went to was the section of one of the tables where they have all the perfume and the health and beauty stuff, and then they used to put it on top of the table, now they put it underneath, but thankfully it's right smack in the same spot. All the craft stuff is right under where all the perfume and the health and beauty stuff is. So, sorry, I gotta look at my book because the prices on these things were all over the place. These were $1 a piece, and I bought 4 of them. These are, it's hard to read this right here because of the glare. It's Colonial Dames, or Deme, I don't know how to say that. D-A-M-E-S with an accent over the A. It's a vitamin E cream, supersized. I got 4 of them. I'm going to sell them in lots of 2, I think, for 20 bucks a piece. So that was that. What else did I get? I got this little bottle of Longing. If that's going to show up. And it's not. Anyway, this is from Cody. It's 0.5 ounces. It's a spray. It's about 2/3 full. I should be able to get, I think, like 15 to 20, maybe a little more on all of these. I don't have the prices fresh in my head right now because this whole weekend I was listing all the perfume and all the body lotion and all that health and beauty stuff that I got from that big Catholic school sale a couple weeks ago. And there was a ton of it. I've just been listing that stuff like crazy for 2 days. Then I got a bunch of Mary Kay cologne and perfume for, I think, women and men. This is for men. This is called Tamarisk. It's also, oh no, this is about half full. I paid $2 for that. I paid, for the Longing, I paid $1.50 if I didn't say. See, normally their prices would have been like, you know, 50 cents a dollar, and they've raised them. Either that or they had somebody else pricing stuff this time around. This one, couldn't figure out what it was because it had no sticker on the bottom, and I finally did see that it was from Mary Kay on the top, which you guys are not going to see because I can hardly see it. But this is, wait, what's this one? This is Velocity, I believe. Velocity cologne for men. again. It's $1.50. Then this one's called High Intensity, also by Mary Kay. This one was $2, and that one's probably 80% full. And then last but not least, another Coty perfume. I've sold this one in the past, but I had it brand new in the box. This one's called Ghost Mist. Mist is spelled M-Y-S-T. This is about 2/3 full. This was $1. I think I got like 30 on the full bottle that I sold, so I'm hoping maybe 20 plus shipping on that. So that was almost it in the perfume section. The other thing that I got, and I just picked it up because it was weird and I threw it in my bag and I didn't even look at it twice until I went off in a corner probably about an hour and a half after I got there and went through my bag with my phone and was looking up stuff. I found this, which I've never heard of before. Oh, sorry guys, swallowed wrong. This is called I can't pronounce that. Truffaut? Yes, I'm so French and cultured, aren't I? Anyway, this is a black truffle instant repair syringe, which sounds absolutely terrifying. It only has 0.39 ounces in it, and it's made by the Aloha Soap Factory in Hawaii. And then you open it up and it is literally a syringe. It does have a needle, but you take this part off and there's apparently supposed to be this truffle infused wrinkle repair miracle stuff in here that, you know, I don't know what it's supposed to do to you, but it's supposed to be amazing. And at first I didn't know if it was empty. You can't tell because obviously it's not clear, but I did press on it and something came out. So this one's going to be a little hard to sell because I don't exactly know how much is left in here. I mean, it looks like it's in brand new condition, but I don't know. But somebody has one of these on eBay for some like ridiculous price. I think it's like $400 or something like that. Maybe even more. I'm not sure. But I might slap this thing up there for like 50 bucks, say it was pre-owned, say that, you know, I know there's product in it. I think it's pretty full as far as I can tell. But, yeah, and take it from there. See what happens. But I don't get the whole truffle thing. I don't think I've eaten truffles in my life. Even working with a, you know, master chef in Ireland for a whole summer, I still don't think I've ever had a truffle. But I can hear birds outside. Yeah, pretty soon, you guys, there's going to be, you're going to hear a lot of chirping. Because I do my videos right next to the microwave. And we, again, have birds nesting in the vent of our microwave. Because the stove vent goes out the side of the house right behind the microwave. And there's a little, kind of like a little roof over the vent. And these two little teeny tiny brown birds, and I don't know what they are, I just know that they're really small. I'm not good with birds. But they nest in there all the time. They haven't in probably a couple years, but now they're back again. And of course, it frustrates the heck out of my husband, but at the same time, he knows there's no way he is allowed to go over there and pull that nest out. Because I would never speak to him again. You know, because they work so hard. They make this, you know, elaborate little nest in there and they lay eggs. I don't even know how they fit in there. And then, you know, I couldn't just in one fell swoop pull out their nest and their eggs and their babies and their hopes for the future. It's horrible. So I don't let them touch it. So eventually when the babies hatch and the parents come back and forth with food, my microwave chirps. like crazy. And I refuse to use my stove vent until I know the babies are safe and they're gone and out of the nest. So you'll hear that soon enough, probably in the next, I don't know, couple weeks or so. Okay, moving on. Let me show you the craft stuff I bought. They had a lot of felt ornament kits, which can actually do really well, just like some of the felt stocking kits can do very well. The only bad thing about these was that the vast majority of them were open. It looks like most of them are complete, but some of them aren't. So I don't know how that's going to go. I paid an average of... they were all like $2.50 to $3, I think, depending on what their condition was. I think one was $1, but most of them were $2.50 to $3. But I bought them because most of them were Bucilla. These are gift card ornaments, and if you look these up on eBay and they're new, everybody wants approximately on average about $50 a kit for these felt ornament kits. This one, thankfully, all the sequins and the floss and everything are still sealed. It looks like, I'm not sure if anything's cut in here, but it looks to be complete. So all these will definitely sell. I just don't know for how much. I'm hoping at least 20 to 25 a piece. And then, whoops, I have to put these back in the right kits, but I was trying to figure out what this person was doing, because a lot of these kits had all these photocopies in them, and then I realized that they were copying all the felt, before it was cut, so that they could make, buy more felt and make more of these things. At least that's what I'm assuming that they were doing. So that might actually help me. We'll have to wait and see. But these are partially cut. I don't think the sequins and stuff are in here, but these are Christmas cookies, felt ornaments. Then this is the only one I think that was sealed out of all of them. This is by Dimensions, part of their Felt Works line. It's called Frolicking Snow Pals. So I might do well on that since it's sealed. This one's called Snowflake Snowman Ornaments. Again, not really sure what condition it's in. I think it's missing some sequins. But I mean, sequins are easy things that you can go and buy if you really want this kit. Cheaper than some of the new ones. This one's called Moonlight Santa. And I think this might have some of the ornaments made in it. No, it's not this one. Then there's there's this one that's really cute. This one's called Santa Paws. And all these cute little dog ornaments. Again, it's been cut, but the floss and the sequins and everything, that package hasn't been opened, which is good. Then there's this Felt Works by Dimensions. What is this? Santa Star Pillow. There we go. And none of the sequins have been opened in that one. And then finally, oh, this is the one where they were actually making some of them. This is Christmas Joy from Bucilla. So we'll just have to wait and see on those. I've never normally had felt kits that are all of them were open and all of them were in different stages. So those are gonna be a lot of work to kind of open up and see what's going on and take pictures of. Unfortunately, I wish they were new, but you take what you can get. Okay, then I got, for 50 cents, I got this tiny little Longaberger tie-on that says Merry Christmas. You tie it onto the basket. It's from 1999. I think these are selling for like $8 with free shipping. But then also in it is a little Let It Snow tie-on also. So I think I'm going to sell these together and try and squeak a little bit more money out of those. Then these weren't in the perfume section, which they normally are, but I found this set of Blissful Blackberry Wallflowers. You know, these are the air fresheners that you put in the electrical sockets. These are the refills for it. It's from White Barn Candle Company, as you can see right there. They don't sell these anymore. I can't find them on eBay anywhere, this particular scent. And some of these wallflowers that are discontinued do pretty well. So I'm going to say at least 20, maybe more. This is something that's definitely going to go up at auction because... Oops, almost broke a perfume bottle all over my floor. That would have been fun. That's definitely going up for auction because I don't have any comps for it. So we'll see what that does. Then I got this adorable vintage Valentine set. This is from Cavallini and Company. It's kind of a high-end paper company. They make, you know, postcards and cards and stuff like that they usually sell in sets. But they also make little kits like this. They have stamping kits, sticker kits, labels, all kinds of things. They're a little, like I said, a little higher end than a lot of the other companies. This is complete except for the fact that I think 2 or 3 of these stickers are gone. And then they also threw in these heart-shaped cards from the Paper Source, which do not originally belong to this kit. But this was $2, and I couldn't pass it up because these are just adorable. I think you get 4 of 6 different cards. That's my favorite, I think. It's Time You Love Me, Valentine. Okay. It sounds a little stalkerish, but sure. And there's this one. This one's also really cute. And then, Dear Valentine, I'd like to call you mine. So these, of course, might not go until closer to Valentine's Day, but I'm still hoping to get at least 20 plus shipping from these. Oh, great. Now I have glitter everywhere. Alright, and now mostly from housewares. Oh, let me show you this first. I got this little set of Roost wooden snowflake ornaments. There's supposed to be 12 in here. There's actually 11. Really cute. These actually sell pretty well on eBay, even though they're, you know, you can go and buy wooden snowflake ornaments at Michael's and AC Moore and any other craft store. But because they're a brand name, they seem to sell better on eBay. These are a set of 12 Santa Lucia ornaments. Oh. Maybe at least 10, maybe a little more on those. So then in the, well, kind of housewares, they kind of have everything mixed up. For $2. Okay, sorry about that. For $2, wait, I spent $1 on the snowflakes. I spent $2 or $2.50 on the Valentines. $2.50 on the Valentines. For, I think it was $2. Sorry, I gotta look at my book. Oh no, $3.50. Was close. Not. Anyway, I've got these Williams-Sonoma double wall coffee cups. Can't find these on eBay anywhere, so this will be something that'll definitely go up for auction. I'm thinking at least 20 plus shipping for those. And then comes, let's see what else. Jeez, I'm gonna break something yet this morning. Got another dance candle holder. If I can figure out how to open it. This one is called the Crown, I think. Yeah. It's this crown right there. Again, silver plated. It takes those tiny taper, real tall, thin candles. I think I paid $2.50 for this. Hopefully at least $20 plus shipping on that. And then I was in the housewares section, like I said, and I saw this, and I'm like, oh, okay, what's that, right? I look at it, it says Ralph Lauren Rhinelander on one end, and then somewhere, back here it says Rhinelander scented candle. There we go. Now, it comes in this silver plated cup that has the Ralph Lauren monogram on the front, which I now have upside down. Sorry. The Ralph Lauren monogram on the front. Okay. It's like a, how many ounces is this? 9.8 ounce candle. Alright. This is the retail price for this thing, you guys. Hopefully this is going to focus for me here. Look at that. $75 for a candle. I actually paid $6.50 for this because these are hard to find on eBay. So I'm hoping maybe I can get $30 to $35. But I was just amazed at the $75 for a candle. And I'm telling my husband, he goes, $75. He goes, it's wax, right? He goes, it's not some new weird kind of candle. I'm like, no. I said, it's wax. He goes, is that cup made of platinum or something? I go, no, it's just simple silver plate. He goes, are you kidding? He goes, do people actually pay that much? I go, surprisingly, yes, some of them do when they go into the store. It's unbelievable. And then keeping with the Ralph Lauren theme, I also what did I pay for this? Where the heck did I write it down? I must have wrote it down the other side. No. Hold on, guys, I'll find it. There it is, for $5. I got this frame. This is a Ralph Lauren 3x4 double Houston picture frame. Okay? Nothing crazy. Again, I mean, it is really heavy. But it's a silver plate picture frame. That's it. Very simple. Nothing crazy. If you go on like Neiman's or... Oh, jeez. God, what is with me this morning? If you go on Neiman's or Nordstrom's or something like that, one of these stupid picture frames, it's like over $200. It's insane. I'm hoping to get like, I don't know, 50 or 60 plus shipping out of this, which I shouldn't have any problem with. But I'm telling my husband how much this costs in the store. He goes, you're kidding, right? I go, no. I go, for that much money, I said, I'm going to find the person whose picture I wanted to put in this thing, and I'm going to hire him to go and stand in the corner where I would have put the frame, setting on a table, and tell him stand there so I can look at you. Because it'd be probably a heck of a lot cheaper than going to Neiman's or Nordstrom's and buying this frame brand new. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't understand why people spend so much money on things. Okay. Last but not least are a few things that I kind of don't have much of a clue about. I think they're good. I don't know where the price is going to go, and I'll explain why in a minute. Okay, first of all, I think I still have one of these downstairs, and I have to go and check, and I don't know if it's the same one as this. I don't think it is. But this is part of a set of 4, done by this Russian artist named Vladimir Nemuchin. I think he's Russian. Sounds Russian. Anyway. Done by Villeroy and Bach. He's an abstract artist. Like I said, he did a set of 4 of these. If you find the set of 4 on eBay or any other site, they probably want $2,000 or more for all 4 of them. Individually, people want, I believe, $200 to $500 per plate. problem is, I don't really know if they're selling. I haven't found any completed listings. But I did take the other one that I had, which is in the box, this one isn't, to the auction house, to Rago Auction House, when they do their free appraisal days. And I think he told me it was like, he thought it was worth around $250. But, like I said, you need to find a buyer for it. I paid $3, so whatever happens, happens. But I just don't know what I'm going to initially list that one for. And then, continuing on the Villeroy and Boch theme, scattered throughout the sale, I found a whole bunch of interesting china pieces. And there's a whole nother set back here, which I'll show you in a minute. So I thought these were interesting looking, and I picked them up and I turned them over. This one says Spirit, Villeroy and Boch, Spirit of USA, 1988. So I've got the cup and the saucer and this little plate. Unfortunately, plate shows a little wear in spots because it's got this like foiling detail on it. A couple little scratches here and there, but not too bad. This one I did find on eBay. I think somebody wants like $250 for, is it for the set? I can't remember. Maybe they want $200 just for this cup. Anyway, they want a lot of money. But I haven't found one that's sold. So there's that one. Then there was this set, which says Spirit of USA, also limited edition 1988. This is the designer's name. The other one had one too. I can't figure out what they are because I can't read them. But I've got 2 of these cups and saucers. And then I've got this, which I'm not sure if this originally went on here because it wobbles all around. I'm not sure if this is a sugar bowl, but I think it's supposed to look like the Statue of Liberty. The mark is here on this one, but it's just really, really super faint. So I got those. Then, in another part, I found these. And it's the sugar bowl, the creamer, and 2 cups and saucers. This is the most complete set I found out of all of them. And this one says, there we go, Parsons School of Design, New York City, Spirit of Europe. There's the designer's name, limited edition 1990. So, what I figured out from my research on all of these sets was that back in the late 80s, early 90s, I think from 86 to 90, Villeroy and Boch would do like a design contest. And they would go to a design school in Europe and a design school in the States, which obviously in the States was Parsons, where they filmed Project Runway, which I love. I hate clothes, but I love Project Runway, and I love Tim Gunn. I just love to see what comes out of people's heads. It's amazing how creative people can be. But, alright, back on track here. Anyway, they had a contest. They basically asked students to submit designs for tea sets. These are the students who were in the ceramic design program. Submit a design for a tea set, and they gave them a theme. Like the Europeans had Spirit of USA, and the US students had Spirit of Europe. They were supposed to design tea sets. Then they picked 10 people in total, 10 people from the US. Then the next year, I guess they did Europe, and 10 people from Europe. Each year, I think they went back and forth. But every year it was a total of 10 students got to design these sets. They made a limited edition of 50 sets for each student, and then they actually sold them. They sold them in Marshall Fields, I believe. Each set by itself sold for $2,000, which is crazy. So as you can see, these are extremely limited since there were only 50 made of each set. They're 30 years old, just about. Oh, some of them are. These aren't. And I can't find much online about any of them. So I think that these might have to take a trip to the auction house because I don't have a clue in the world what to start these at. So that's it, guys. That was my adventure at the rummage sale. I actually spent 80 bucks there, which is way more than I normally do. But I think I'll do okay, especially with my tea sets. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I'll have to keep you updated on them. I gotta see when the next open appraisal day is. So, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll be back to show you more rummage sales. I actually went to 2 this past Friday. One that I've been to before on a Friday night out in Pennsylvania. And the other one was also in Pennsylvania, and I went to that on Friday morning. So, I was very busy Friday. So, that's it, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.